The 2026 Scamp X is finally here, and after months of waiting lists and hype, it's time to tell you exactly what this trailer is like when you actually live in it, tow it on real forest roads, and take it 2 weeks completely off-grid in freezing weather. This is not a parking lot walk-around. This review is built on 4,000 towed miles, 14 straight nights with temperatures down to 26 degrees Fahrenheit, one surprise snowstorm, daily showers, and cooking 3 meals a day inside. No cherry-picked perfect days, just the full truth. The amazing parts, the genuinely frustrating parts, and who this trailer is actually built for in 2026. Start with the outside, because this is where the Scamp X immediately separates itself from every cute little fiberglass egg that came before it. The lower half is wrapped in matte olive green gel coat that looks straight out of a military convoy. The upper shell stays classic bright white fiberglass. Ground clearance is a legit 18 inches at the frame. Suspension is the Timbren 3500 HD long travel axle-less system, 0 leaf springs to ever break or sag. Tires are now 235/75 R15 Falken Wildpeaks AT3W all-terrains on black 15-inch wheels straight from the factory. No more wimpy street tires like the old days. For 2026, Scamp redesigned the front storage rack and pushed it forward slightly, which raised the approach angle to 37 degrees and kept the departure angle at a very respectable 22 degrees. The articulating hitch coupler is buttery smooth and completely eliminates the binding you feel on steep driveways or when backing on uneven ground. The roof rack is beefy aluminum with 4 full-length crossbars included standard. Most owners immediately throw a 180 or 270-degree awning up there, plus 300, 400 watts of solar. The rack handles it without flexing. Up front, there's a generous cargo platform that easily swallows 2 rotopacks, recovery boards, or a generator box. LED scene lighting is built into the rack, and there are now 210-volt outlets on the exterior, plus a 30-amp shore power inlet and a solar port that's pre-wired straight to the battery compartment. The only real exterior complaint that still hasn't been fixed is the spare tire location. It's still mounted flat underneath the rear overhang. When the trailer is loaded and you actually need the spare on a rocky trail, you're crawling in the mud with a crank. A rear swing-out carrier option would solve this tomorrow. Open the door and the first thing you notice is huge. The door now swings outward instead of inward. That single change makes the trailer feel twice as livable. No more shoving dogs, kids, or gear out of the way just to get in. Step up on the retractable step and you're greeted by real hard maple cabinetry and a darker 2026 stain, brushed nickel pulls, and brand new thicker cushions with high-density foam. The flooring is rubber coin mat that looks sharp and cleans with a wet rag in 30 seconds. There are 2 available floor plans. The first has a front convertible sofa that turns into bunks, great for kids or extra gear storage. The second, and the one most adults end up choosing, is the front wet bath with shower and cassette toilet. The bathroom is small, no way around it, but the Thetford cassette toilet swings out toward the aisle so your knees aren't jammed against the wall. The shower has a real curtain, decent pressure from the 12-volt pump, and the 6-gallon gas-electric water heater delivers roughly 7 to 8 minutes of hot water if you're efficient. Move to the kitchen, and this is where the Scamp X punches way above its size. You get a 2-burner glass-top propane stove that lights instantly, a stainless sink that's noticeably deeper than older Scamps, a 3.2 cubic foot 12-volt compressor refrigerator that pulls less than 1 amp once cold, and real drawers including a proper silverware drawer. Counter space is actually usable because Scamp added a flip-up extension next to the stove. Overhead cabinets are deep, and the giant rear U-shaped cabinet at the back will swallow folding chairs, leveling blocks, portable tables, and still have room left over. The rear dinette is the main living and sleeping area. The table drops, and the cushions rearrange into a bed that measures 54 by 76 inches, essentially a short queen. 2 average-height adults sleep east-west with inches to spare. If you sleep diagonally, even taller couples have no issues. The front sofa in the non-bath layout converts to real bunks. The top bunk is rated for 150 pounds and fits a 6'4" person comfortably. All windows in 2026 are now dual-pane acrylic with built-in screens and blackout shades. That upgrade alone eliminates 95% of interior condensation, even when it's freezing outside and you're cooking and showering inside. Climate control comes from a 20,000 BTU forced air furnace that sounds like a jet engine, but heats the entire trailer in under 5 minutes. Roof ventilation is still the classic Fantastic Vent, which works fine, but feels dated next to modern MaxAir units you see on everything else. Power system on the 2026 model is finally ready for serious boondocking. Standard is a 45-amp converter, one 27 series deep cycle battery, and a ZAP solar port on the side. Most buyers immediately add the lithium package, two 100-amp-hour Battleborn or equivalent batteries, and 400 watts of roof-mounted rigid panels. With that setup and moderate use, LED lights, water pump, refrigerator, occasional laptop, and Starlink Mini, you can easily go 2 weeks without ever touching shore power or a generator. Real-world testing showed never dropping below 75 to 80% battery, even on cloudy, late fall days. Towing is where the Scamp X feels almost unfair for its size. Dry weight is right around 2,000 pounds, but a realistically loaded trailer with water, propane, gear, and the lithium solar upgrade comes in at 2,500 to 2,700 pounds. Tongue weight stays under 350 pounds, which means almost any mid-size SUV or half-ton truck can pull it safely. On washboard forest roads, the independent Timbren suspension absorbs impacts far better than traditional leaf spring trailers, twice the size. Electric brakes are smooth, and the new wireless Takancha controller makes setup painless. Take it on genuinely rough roads, and the fiberglass shell laughs at branches and rocks that would shred an aluminum or stick-built camper. The only time anything touched the ground in thousands of off-road miles was one rear stabilizing jack on a steep ledge, never the frame or the body itself. Now let's talk about the real limitations, because they do exist and they're important. Fred water capacity is still only 12 gallons. For one person being very conservative, that's 4 or 5 days. For 2 people showering daily, it's closer to 2.5 or 3 days maximum. Most owners end up carrying extra 7-gallon aquatainers or a 20-gallon portable tank in the tow vehicle. Gray tank is 21 gallons, and black tank, if you have the bathroom, is 6 gallons. Draining still uses the same 90-degree elbow valve that loves to clog with food particles. That's the complete no BS story of the 2026 Scamp X. Drop your questions below. Let me know if you want a full walkthrough of the exact option list and boondocking setup next, and I'll see you out on the trail.